like a Hellcat.
Before we get started, I have a favor. If you enjoy my content and want to see me continue to improve in both quality and size, please check out my Patreon linked in the description. Any amount helps and it is greatly appreciated. There are so many rewards for each level of donation, so go check it out. Now back to the video. Hey everybody, this is Matt the Old Avenger, and in today's video we're back in another Halo 5 Prefab showcase. In today's video we are specifically doing, like was kind of sort of teased in last week's video, we're doing some armor mods slash ability slash power-ups that can be found throughout old Halo games and even some new ones to be seen here. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So this first one is rather interesting. It is called the Jetpack, and I'll go into my prefabs and go to my bookmarks, so you can so I can show you the names of them once it actually loads in. The Jetpack, I believe it's just called the Jetpack armor ability, and then Jetpack Enabler by Sheeracali. Cool name, by the way. Basically, what it does is you activate it, and upon activation, well, it didn't come with me. Oh. Basically, if you activate as soon as you jump, you can actually use it as like a jump boost. It's a bit buggy sometimes. You can use it twice in a row. After that, it gets a bit buggy. It is a little bit buggy in general, which is a little unfortunate. It's sort of just a small jump boost that lasts a short period of time. It'd be really cool if it was a bit more consistent, but at this point, there's not really much I can complain about. It's really cool. I have tested it before, and it has worked really well, but then testing it later, it's kind of stopped working. So I'm not really 100% sure what the problem is. Overall, functionality-wise, it can be between a 6 and a 10. So yeah, overall it's pretty good, but for some reason it seems to be broken today. So yeah, we'll talk about that later. This next one is really cool. It is this little lens flare thing is an optional thing. What it actually is in here is a sniper rifle that I am now affected by somehow. Basically, you come in here and you grab the sniper rifle, and it's a triple zoom sniper rifle. Basically, you can zoom it in, and then if you crouch while you're zoomed in, it zooms you in even further. So if I look out here, I am incredibly zoomed in, and I just crouch again and unzoom. So I'm going to look up here, crouch in, and it's a massive zoom. I can imagine this being used. I actually will probably use this with some of my stuff, just to have people scoped in from an absolute abysmally long distance away. This one specifically, I gotta crouch again to undo it. This one specifically, I don't remember what the specific name of it was. If I can go to, well, for some reason it ain't showing up here. Even though I am 100% sure I bookmarked it. So let's go back into the custom search that we had earlier. Or that we had up earlier. And search by Powerup. For some reason it did not save, and I have no clue why. It should be here. The next page. Yep, here it is. Bookmark. Apparently can't bookmark it, but this one is called the Powerup 12 Super Scope by Omni43. This one is overall just a really good one. Actually, probably one of my favorites. It's just really good, and I don't really have much of a complaint about it. Like I said, I will probably use it in some of my videos in the future, and you can even do the extra scoping. It basically just changes your FOV, but you can just have it do the scope anyway. And he does it whenever it's in your inventory in general, so it's overall pretty cool. But so the effect disappears. I'm gonna go ahead and remove it while I'm doing the testing, just so it stops the effect. All right. Next thing I have to show you is a classic version of the if I go back to my bookmark, it's a classic version of the damage boost. The classic damage boost by SirScoundrel. The next one is also going to be by SirScoundrel, the classic speed boost. Classic damage boost. Kind of works. You just run past it, and you don't even do the activation thing. It's just automatically active. So, it's an interesting concept. It's basically like it takes away the activation thing that could leave you in like an animation that prevents you from dealing the damage and getting killed soon. It just prevents it. You just run past it and hold down X as you're running past it, and you'll pick it up. Overall, it's really cool. I do really like it. I definitely think it works better for if you're just wanting to, well, for stuff I'm doing like with my machinima, being able to just instantly have it active without having the animation show. Just be standing over top of it and kind of have it off angled in the camera, so it just activates without the animation. Would be pretty cool. Overall, it's just really good idea for bringing back classic abilities. I don't like the whole pick it up, clicking from your face and activates it. I just don't really like this one. And this one, like I said, is the same name, except it's the classic speed boost by the same person. Basically, it does the exact same thing. You just activate it by pressing X. You don't have to do the animation. You can just run past it. Press X as you're running past it, and you automatically get the speed boost from it. Overall, pretty cool. I do really like stuff like this where it changes the core mechanics. Because there are some mechanics like the whole boost, the power-ups in Halo 5 were not handled very well. I prefer it to be in the way that you actually have to, even different than how this does it, how you don't have to press a button, how you just run through it and it activates it. I wish that was in it. I'm not really 100% sure why they made it the way it is, but they made it the way it is. So, oh well. This next one, however, I could not actually spawn in because it has a really weird effect. It changed you regardless. This is the Gravity Power-Up by HaloiC QTB. Interesting name. And basically, it is a jump boost, but it works kind of sort of strangely. Also, for some reason, they'll like not actually like be grabbed. Like you can't grab them at all for some reason. So I'm gonna have to go sit this over here. Actually place it right here. Place on map. It just for some reason doesn't do that, and so I activate the power up, and it is permanently attached to me, and it's just a kind of a permanent speed boost, a little bit better version of that. I mean, ideally that works to be like you just press it and it boosts you like twice the height I'm jumping right now. For some reason that doesn't work. The reason I had this deleted until now is because it will not leave you alone for some reason. Obviously because one is still present on the map, that's why it wasn't doing it automatically. But that will follow you around and you'll basically have a permanent jump boost. It's a pretty cool thing. Not like anything ridiculously overpowered. And you can lose it. It doesn't last forever. It lasts for a very short, relatively short, about the same amount of time you'd see a regular power-up last. It doesn't last for any ridiculous amount of time. But we're going to come back and see if we can actually get this to work. Man, I really wish I could get to work like it did whenever... It's really unfortunate that I cannot get it to work the way that it did whenever I tried it the first time. Maybe if I do that... Well, now it's not even there anymore. Oh well. It's kind of unfortunate that it's worked, because it did work whenever I first found it. It worked really well. No bugs. It was literally, I could jump and get up there in a single jump. For some reason now it's not working. I'm not really 100% sure why. And kind of upsets me a little bit, because it was actually my favorite of the ones here so far. But yeah, so what do you guys think? Do you think that Halo 5 should, or Halo Infinite should bring more power-ups? Do you think they should have the classical approach to picking them up, or do you like the approach that they used in Halo 5, where if you run past it and hold down X? Feel free to tell me your opinion in the comment section down below. As always, thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more content. You can follow me on my socials. Keep up the FNF channel. Go to my Discord. Join the conversation on Patreon if you feel like supporting me. As always, if you have any ideas for prefab video concepts or any prefabs of your own, feel free to tell me in the comment section down below with like the names and the link or whatever, or feel free to tell me on Xbox Live. My gamer tag is in the description below. Once again, as always, thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. This is Matt the Avenger. Have a very nice day. Stay safe. Don't get sick. Please don't do any of the riots. We don't need any more property destroyed. All right. Peace out.